Hey friends, this is the Switch wireless controller. It's a Pro controller and it's made by Covina. Now obviously the main feature of this controller is this really cool Tears of the Kingdom Legend of Zelda graphics, which just makes a really unique kind of fun design for gameplay. But the controller itself has some really great features. Now inside you'll find an asymmetric motor, and that is going to give you all those really nice vibration adjustment settings. You can feel the rumble and have more of a sensory experience. It's actually got a turbo key function, again, to make gameplay just a little bit easier. And it's got a built-in 6-axis gyroscope, again, to make your controls feel really nice and seamless. Now, obviously this is marketed for the Switch, but it can actually be used on a PC or a Steam Deck as well. Here's a couple other product specs to take note of. It does take 3 hours to charge, but you can get up to 20 hours of playing time on a single charge. Now you get a USB-C charging cable included in the packaging. There's a little charging port back here on the back. Now as you're charging, you'll see a nice flashing happening on these LED indicator lights. As soon as these go steady, that means your controller is fully charged. So let's take a closer look at all the buttons that are included. Obviously up top you have the L and R button. You have the L2, R2 buttons down here. They actually call them the Z, L, and then the ZR buttons on the top. And then we have our regular analog 4-button pad right here for directions, as well as the gyro controllers both here and here. Now over here, we've got a little vibration calibration button. So again, if you like the rumble to be a little bit lower, you can use that. We have our regular X, Y, B, A buttons. Then you have your docking key down here, again, for connection, as well as our home button. And then we have our turbo button over here. Now that's actually the special feature, again, allowing you those turbo modes. On the back of the controller, we have M1 and M2. Now these buttons are for specific custom mapping. You can actually assign these buttons and make them very specific to what you want to use for a game. Okay, so let's connect the controller to our Switch. Now, unfortunately, with these aftermarket controllers, you do have to have your Switch in the main host here. And then obviously we're connected to our external monitor up here. So we're gonna use these controllers to start out. And what I'm gonna do is just navigate down to the controllers. Now, the best way once we are in the settings is to actually set up your controller with the provided cable. And once you plug this into the USB port here on the Switch hub and here on the USB port back here, we can then get a nice setup feature. So we can see the lights blinking once you plug that in. As you can see, the controller showed up down here. You can see the charge icon and we should be good to go. Now, once you unplug the cable, you're gonna wanna go to the grip order screen and then press the top 2 buttons, the L and the R, and that will show up here on the #1 controller slot. And now we're connected wirelessly. So as you can see, I can now navigate through the screen. So let's go ahead and click on Zelda and we can test it out. Okay, and as you can see, I can move Link around and we are nice and paired and good to go. So let me show you a quick tutorial of the turbo key function with this controller. So what we want to do is get this slash feature to go onto turbo for us. Now again, this can be used with any of the buttons and the functionality. Again, for this game, really all we need it for maybe is this attack with the sword. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold that button and you're going to click on this and the turbo key, which is right there, that little T button at the exact same time. Now, once I've pushed those two once, watch what happens when I click the B button. I'll get a double burst of that specific functionality. Now, if I push and hold this B and the turbo button again, it will actually go on to auto. So let me do that one more time. So there you go. As you can see, I'm just slashing away. If you want to cancel that, you have to hit the B and the turbo button again, or your respective key, whichever you've set up. Just push that, and as you can see, it stopped. So again, lots of different options to play around with to enable that turbo option. So again, a very, very cool controller. Definitely fun playing Legend of Zelda with Legend of Zelda graphics on the controller. Feels good in your hands, has a ton of different features. Definitely giving this guy a thumbs up. Hopefully this has helped. If it has, give us a thumbs up. Go check out this specific controller on Amazon and put links in the description box below. Stay tuned, we're making a bunch more of these helpful tutorial videos. We'll see you again on the next one.